for the tutorial. Now, those who are actually new, I can see there's some new faces over here who are struggling to see what actually the LearnLine is, which I have already explained in the last week as well. When you go to the LearnLine, there are a couple of things that you have to find. Please always refer to this weekly announcement, okay? So in weekly announcement, I mean, if you just click on the weekly announcement, you will see I'll always give you weekly announcement on a week basis. Every Monday or latest Tuesday morning, you'll get a weekly announcement, okay? So please keep an eye on that weekly announcement because it will keep you on track what you have to do. And I also mentioned you one thing as well, that we have 4 tutors over here, and their details are already in the announcement as well as in the staff contacts, right? If you see the staff contacts, so we have 4 tutors over here, Bawan, Samarpan, Lujan, Mahmood. They are already here to help you with if you have any queries. So for example, as I told you, as a group, if you cannot solve one problem, first of all, try to solve among your group members. If you cannot solve the problem, it's better to send an email to all the tutors, and one of our tutors will come back and then they'll respond to you. Okay, clear? And if you really want to have some sort of session as well, they're always here on every Wednesday, so you can actually come and talk to them as well. Okay, and as I mentioned to you that from this week onwards, we'll have half an hour question answer session, open-ended. Any sort of question you'd like to ask me, not only about the unit, about the course as well, I'm happy to answer. Okay, so that I want you guys to settle down in this through this semester and through this class as well. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding about any other things you'd like to discuss, it's an open-ended question. You can ask me, and I'll run this session every week. Okay, formally, informally as well. But even if you cannot get, if you don't ask me right now, you can email us. You can email all of our tutors and CC me as well, and we're there to help you as well. Okay, so this is actually all the CDU Sydney students. I mean CDU Darwin students will be working. And then I also mentioned about one thing is that assessments, right? So the assessment is already there on LearnLine. So if you go to the assignments, you can see the assignment is already there. This is assignment 1, 2023, semester 2. Now, guys, this is a group assignment, right? So only one member from your group should submit the assignment. And this assignment is very easy. If you open the assignment, it's a very it's a very easy one. Let me open it for you so that you can have a bit of understanding. So keeping in mind that whenever you submit your PI files or a doc file in a zip folder, don't forget to put your group name, okay? And then your group member, the number, group number, which group you are, group 1, group 2, group 3, your member name and the member ID. So for each and every document or a PI file that you send, in the PI file at the beginning, you use hash code, right? Hash code as a comment, put your group number and the group name and the member name of your group with this ID. And if it is a doc file, at the beginning of the doc file, just write down your group number as well as all the group member name. Clear, guys? Understood? Those who haven't got their groups yet, please form the group, okay? And if you are struggling, again, I am saying, if online external students, online students, I don't have any problem. You can mix and match, not a problem. But if you're struggling to find a group, then you can send an email to Bawan Shang, and Bawan Shang will allocate you to a group as well, okay? But I really feel comfortable if you choose your own group as well, okay? So guys, get that group sorted because your first assignment is due in next week, week 3, Sunday, right? This is a very simple assignment, but I want this assignment to be submitted as a whole group. And one person from your group should submit the assignment. Clear, guys? Yes. Good, understood. I didn't share the screen. Sorry. I didn't share the screen. Let me share the screen, please. Sorry about that. So this is a screen. So I was talking about the group member. Yes. And so there'll be 4 people in the group. and then submit. Only one person from your group should submit. And one more thing, I maintain strict deadlines, so please submit your assignment before the deadline, before the due date. Okay. Otherwise, for one each individual day, you will be losing 5% of your mark, which you really don't want it to do. That's the first thing. Now, if you see, there are 3 questions over here. First of all, a simple Python program. Number 1, get some input and show whether it's a triangle or not. The number 2 is actually something where you want to create a box of stars based on the number of input. These are very straightforward problems. That's not hard. Okay. But it is very simple for us to understand that your level of coding. Don't get help from internets, rather do it by yourself. It's a group of 4 people. If you sit together, you can easily solve it. Okay. Keeping in mind, whenever you write this type of code, make your code nice, neat and clean. All the variables should be have a sense. Put the right comments. Okay. And then make your code more efficient and effective. Don't write, if I say size equals to 4, you print 4 lines of star box. It's not like that. There should be some logic behind it as well. Okay. For loop, while loop, this type of thing, you should build some logic into your group as well, and solve your fast 2 problem based on Python. That's the first thing. Second thing is using Microsoft Teams to create a group. So I have already attached one document that actually tells you how to create channels using Microsoft Teams. They're very easy, right? You go to Microsoft Teams, create a new class, and then you invite all of your 4 members. And I also clearly mentioned that from group 1 to group 30, you invite one of your tutors. From 31 to 60, there's another tutor, which I'll discuss in that. Yeah. So what you have to do, guys, listen. Otherwise you lose mark. After you finish this class, you create a Microsoft Teams communication channel, and then you start speaking with each other, and you also invite your tutor who has been assigned to that particular group. We, as a tutor, my tutors will go to each and every group and see how much you're communicating. If we find that one of you is not communicating, he or she will get 0. Okay. So we'll strictly monitor that whether you're communicating in the Microsoft Teams or not. Okay. So you create your Teams communication channel, and then you invite one of your tutors to that one. Who will be the tutor? I will show you in the next PDF code. Clear, guys? Understood? Yes. So I want to have a snapshot of that particular communication. Don't give me 5 pages of snapshots, 5 pages of text. 1 page will be fine. While hi, hello, not hi, hello, but important thing. You have talked about code, you have talked about your design and everything. I want to see how you have contributed those things. 1 page will be fine for me to understand. Yes, you have created the channels and you have communicated with your group members and you got some output out of it. On the other hand, don't worry, because my tutors will be going to each and every channel and they will look into it, that what you're doing. Okay, so that they can easily communicate with that thing. The last thing is called write a short essay. Now, this short essay is pretty much a research work. What I really want you to do is that you do some research or you do some findings. What actually a concept of how to work on groups doing programming. Okay, and then how actually the group agrees and what is your team's vision and goals. So I want you to write a 500 to 1,000 words of a short essay where all 4 of you sit together, do some brainstorming, do some research, how to work in a group, and how as a group can develop a program actually and develop an application actually. What is the vision of your group? Why you have joined together as a group, and how you're going to run throughout the whole semester as a group. So I want you guys to have a very proper thinking of how you're going to manage your communication, your group work, your programming, your pair programming together, and then what is your vision and mission for this particular group that you have formed, and what you're expecting from that group. So this is a 1-page summary. Now, this is not actually something that you'll get from one source. You need to do a bit of research on that as well, how actually people work from different places as a group, and how they communicate, and how they build a synergy when they work as a group and build a nice application. So there are 3 questions. The first one is actually to Pi program. The second one is creating a Teams channel and a snapshot of your communication. And third one is a 1-page summary. Believe me, it will not take more than a day to finish all the assignment and make it nice and submission. Put all those things into one zip file and submit that zip file before the deadline. Clear, guys? Understood? Good. Very good. Yes. No. One. Yes, it's a group work. When I'm saying group work, one is a one one snapshot, two programs, everything one. Okay, but it's a group work. One means not a single one will do. Everyone will work on that one. Okay, so you understood that one. Now, if there's any problem with the group formation, please finalize the format. Please formalize the group. If you cannot find the group, then please email Bhavan Shang and he will be here to help you forming your groups. Now, the next one I would like to mention about is Teams setup. I mean, these are simple things, right? I mean, you go to the team, finalize your group member, download the Microsoft Teams, then you create a team. Now, this is a very important thing. When I'm saying you create a team, for group 1 to 30, you should invite Bhavan Shang. So I have allocated Bhavan, especially to Samarpan actually who have allocated. So Bhavan Shang will be looking from 1 to 30. Then Samarpan will be looking from 31 to 60. Then Luja will be 61 to 90. And then Mahmoud will be 91 to 120. Okay, so all these 4 tutors will be going in H, and I will look overall. I will look. That's it. Step-by-step process: how to create a class, how to invite them, how to create your team name, then how to add those students in the class itself, and then after that you put the name properly, get their email addresses, and you connect them together. And you also invite your one of your group member, and then take a snapshot of one communication that you have done as a team and put that thing as a part of our For this thing, there is no class. You can do it. It's a simple, straightforward process. Clear, guys? Good. Very good. Once you have understood that thing, so that means that is pretty much all for the first assignment. I don't think there will be any issue with the first assignment, with the group, teams, and everything. Once you have done the first assignment, your second assignment will be up on week 4. Okay? So that will be your second assignment. Hopefully week 4 or week 5, early week 5, will upload your second assignment, which will be based on group coding as well. Okay. Now, the last thing that I like to say is okay. Now, as I mentioned you, that every week we have some tutorials. So this is called the tutorial session. So I already showed you the code. I already showed you the coding practice as well. Now, we are going to the tutorial session now. What my expectation will be right now is that you can start with your tutorial. Okay? Once you have done your tutorials, you can upload those tutorials as in your group itself, in your allocated group, because you have worked as a group. Think about all these things working as a group. Okay? So what you do, you start working with all the problems, question 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you upload them as a part of your group. We will provide the solution of these tutorials after week 6, not before week 6. Okay? We will give you all the solution, because students sometimes say that we would like to have the solution. Okay, we'll give the solution. Don't think that we are going to make our own solution. What we'll do, we'll copy and paste for your solution, and we'll give this the solution. We'll find the best solution from your group, and we'll put it there. Simple. So what we'll do, we'll get the solution after week 6, once we finish the first week 6 of our course itself. Okay, but there is no marking for the tutorial, but it is highly recommended that you finish all this tutorial and put that thing into your group folder. Okay, guys? So there are only, how many questions we have? 3 questions. There are only 3 questions. So you can start working with the tutorials on the 3 questions over here. Or otherwise, if you want to leave, you can leave as well, not a problem. Those who got the computer, finish up your tutorials. If you have any problem, we have tutors over here who can help you as well. Okay? And once you have done it, upload that thing into your group folder as well. Okay? Understood? And these ones, solutions are easy. We'll provide you a solution as well. Don't worry. We'll provide you solutions towards after week 6 itself. Now, before I conclude my lecture part and go hand over the tutorial, because tutorial will be looking after by Samarpan, but as you can see that there is nothing for him to discuss over here. There's nothing for him to discuss over here. So they will be here to answer your queries. Now I'd like to go to one thing, which is something as that, as I mentioned, that every week, guys, listen. Every week we'll try to have at least half an hour session for open question answers. Okay. Now I can spend for another 20 minutes. If you have any questions in regards to your course, your unit, I'm happy to answer that question. After 7:30, either you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to leave, you can leave as well. If you stay back and solve the tutorials and get the thing. If you want to leave, go home and do the tutorial as well, not a problem. But let's start the question answer session for 20 minutes this time. And if you don't have any question, that's fine as well, not a problem.